They treated him better than 31 other teams. Tony Grossi dismisses narrative on Browns mistreating Shedeur Sanders. After being overlooked in the first 4 rounds of this year's NFL draft, Shedeur Sanders landed with the Cleveland Browns with the 144th pick. However, he was not the only rookie QB the team drafted, as they also acquired Dillon Gabriel with the 94th pick. The Browns also brought in veterans Joe Flacco and Dillon Gabriel this offseason. Amid the 4-way contest for the QB1 job at training camp, reports have surfaced about the Browns considering Shedeur Sanders as the least prioritized player on the quarterback depth chart. This sparked debates about the team mistreating the rookie and overlooking the possibility of giving him a chance to prove his worth. However, analyst Tony Grossi dismissed this narrative. During an appearance on ESPN Cleveland on Friday, he questioned the situation while highlighting how the Browns are the only ones who did not mistreat Sanders. "I don't understand it at all," Grossi said. "They complicated their own situation by drafting him when they did. After, their evaluation that Dukib Gavrek was better. Let's take him in the 3rd round. They had enough quarterbacks right there to conduct a competition. And then they drafted Shedeur in the 5th round. Why? Well, the GM and the owner both said because value. He was worth more than a 5th-round pick. So I don't know why the Browns are like the bad guys in what's going on here. That they mistreated him. They treated him better than 31 other teams." Joe Flacco is projected to take over as the starting quarterback of the team this upcoming season. Kenny Pickett returned on Friday after missing 3 sessions due to a hamstring injury. Some experts and analysts believe that the team is also looking at Dillon Gabriel as an option. Tony Grossi refutes reports of Shedeur Sanders giving Dillon Gabriel competition for QB1 job. Coach Prime's son has reportedly gotten the fewest representatives on the field in training camp. Tony Grossi refuted claims of Shedeur Sanders giving tough competition to Dillon Gabriel for a spot on the roster. Grossi also expressed his confidence in Kenny Pickett emerging as the QB1 of the team in 2025. "There are people still writing that the Browns have a 4-man quarterback competition. I don't believe it," Grossi said. "I think Pickett has the chance first, and I think they want to see Dillon Gabriel sooner. Now where Flacco fits, I have no idea. And Shedeur Sanders is just going to ride the pines. They didn't give him a chance against the first team for a reason. I don't think they think Shedeur is ready yet, and that's why they didn't let him face the first team. Which I think is BS. I wanted to see him. There is still a chance for Shedeur Sanders to prove his talent during the team's upcoming preseason games. Only time will tell if the Browns decide to give Coach Prime's son an opportunity ahead of their Week 1 clash against the Bengals in September. When the Cleveland Browns drafted Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round, the NFL world was split. Some called it a risk. Others called it a reward. But a growing voice online accused the Browns of something far more damning, mistreating Deion Sanders' son. From critics on Twitter to talk show hosts spinning clickbait narratives, the story caught fire. The Browns don't respect Shedeur. They are setting him up to fail. But not everyone was buying it. One of Cleveland's most seasoned NFL voices, Tony Grossi, wasn't having any of it. "They treated him better than 31 other teams," Grossi said bluntly on Sports 4 CLE, silencing the noise with the force of experience. The origin of the narrative. It started during the first week of training camp. While first-round pick Marvin Harrison Jr. was doing interviews, and veterans like Amari Cooper and Deshaun Watson were getting representatives and airtime, Shedeur Sanders was largely quiet. He wasn't taking many first-team snaps. He wasn't tweeting highlight videos. And he wasn't smiling in team photos. Fans, especially those from Boulder who followed Shedeur's meteoric rise at Colorado, took this as disrespect. "He's a star," they shouted online. "He should be starting. He should be leading." The narrative began to brew. The Browns don't believe in him. But to Tony Grossi, someone who's watched quarterbacks come and go through the Browns' revolving door since the 1990s, this was all nonsense. "Let's get one thing straight," Grossi said. "Every single team in the NFL passed on Shedeur Sanders 4 times. 31 teams didn't draft him at all. The Browns took the chance." Why Grossi might be right. In truth, Shedeur's draft position was already polarizing. Some analysts thought he was a second-round talent. Others said day 3 was more appropriate due to questions about his transition to pro-style offenses. But the Browns saw something others didn't, or didn't have the guts to commit to. They picked him. They gave him a contract. They gave him a locker room. They gave him a chance. If the Browns didn't respect Shedeur, he wouldn't be here, Grossi argued. And he's got a point. This wasn't a token pick. This wasn't a publicity stunt. The Browns had no obligation to Deion Sanders or Coach Prime's family tree. They had needs. Real needs. They drafted Shedeur for a reason, and if anything, Cleveland has shielded him. While media pressure built, Kevin Stefanski and the Browns coaching staff didn't throw Shedeur into the fire. They didn't push him ahead of schedule. They allowed him to observe, to develop, and most importantly, to learn the system. That's not mistreatment. That's how you protect a young quarterback in the NFL jungle.